Hey everybody, it's Captain Adonis, and today I'm going to do a little experiment here. So what I'm thinking is I finally got a mining laser and an ore collector set up on my starter ship. So let me show you that right now, and I'm going to show you the difference between collecting with the pickaxe and collecting with the laser. You'd think the laser would be better, okay? So this is my starter ship. I modified it quite a bit. Put quite a few thrusters in the back, added a lot of cargo space. Had issues with how to get the laser. The laser working was actually pretty straightforward. But the ore collector was terrible. I mean, because the ore collector requires a pipe, a yellow pipe, and it's got to be piped into a cargo unit. So, as you can see, let me turn all those off. There we go. As you can see, I had to go through quite a bit, tearing stuff apart just to get to these hard points to pipe it in, because these module wings that are in the easy build, which are really cool, are only powered, they're not piped. So that sucks. Oh, hold on, I didn't do something here. There we go. I didn't unclick my unmute my push or my text to speech when somebody gets on chat. So now it's unmuted, so now we can hear what they have to say. So then what I was going to do is I was going to put 4 lasers up front, and yeah, that turned out to be a total nightmare. Right now, what we figured out is the fixed laser mounts and the fixed ore mounts work fine. It's the rotatable. So when you look at your crafting and you go to parts, machinery, ships, tools. All right, so you have these turnable mounts, which can be controlled with a slider. Those don't work. They don't snap down to the hard point or to the turntable. So what you want to do is you want to do the fixed weapon mount. And when you do the fixed weapon mount, you don't even need a turntable, because the turntable, you know, it's turnable. So you would think you'd need that. So you need a fixed weapon mount, a cradle, the utility tool, which depending on which one you want, and then 2 of these capacitors. That's what I have set up here. Actually, I think this one's got a turnable. Did I do the turnable? I did. So for whatever reason, those worked yesterday, but they're not working today. So when we tried to work on Zanfen's ship, we could not get the turnable mounts to connect the cradle. So I'm guessing they're bugged out. I mean, this game's got a lot of bugs. It is alpha, but it is awesome. But I got my ore collector and my laser working before it went tits up. So I just got back to Starbase. We happen to be on 28, so anybody that wants to join us, we can get on Starbase 28. That's Origin 28 for those of you actually looking to figure out which server you want to get on. When we joined it, it was medium, so I don't think there was any lows left. Low population. I think they're all mediums and high. But yeah, so that's what I did with my ship. I also added generators back here. So I got 1 on each side, just like this. And then I added in batteries. And I added in 2 sets. There's 1 there and 1 on the other side of 4 batteries. And that seems to work pretty good, that combination. So basically I have 3 generators, 2 4-set batteries, plus the ship came with 2 batteries and 1 generator. So there's 3 generators and 10 batteries. Then I added, what, 5, I got 8 thrusters, so I added 6 more thrusters. I should have added 2 more, but I didn't. I wanted to leave a spot to get in to see the batteries and to get to my fuel storage, my rod storage. And there's my other generator. So it's a pretty straightforward ship. I added these 2 wings to add these. It's a little wonky because when you're sitting in the ship, let me just show you. You turn the laser on and it's off to the side. And because it's fixed, you have to move the ship to destroy the asteroid. And I'll show you that. Because what we're going to do is we're looking at hand mine versus laser. Now, in this ship, I hand mined this whole batch of ore. Now, all these are the good ores. I took all the crap and just tossed it off to the side. Because otherwise you fill it all up. You fill up your container with ice and agitite, and you know, it's terrible. So I did want to point this out. I saw a video the other day. The guy was taking these and moving them one at a time, or he was double clicking them, because you can double click them, I guess. Of course, that's not working for me. Oh, that's because I'm sitting in the cargo seat. My double click there. So see, you can move it over with a double click. All you got to do is right click it and then transfer all of it. Now, it only transfers full loads. So if you want these partial loads over, you got to drag them over individually. Because, oh, I guess you could double click them. That would be the quickest. So you can double click them and get rid of them. All right. So there's all my ore is offloaded into the station storage. And then what I do with it, because I'm saving up to buy a new ship, which is like 700,000 plus materials. So it's probably going to be close to about 1.4 mil by the time I'm done. So what I do is, if you hit the comma key, that brings up your auction house, as long as you're within range of the station, of the Starbase. And then we're going to sell these ores. So we're just going to right click and transfer all 28. And I like setting it at the lowest price because it sells right away rather than the median price. You could sell it somewhere in between and you might make a little more money, but the difference between $27.89 and $32.89, you know, what's that? 500? Big deal. 500 per ore. And at 28 ore, yeah, okay, it's a few thousand. But I'm going to go ahead and set this to 27. I will just set it to 27.90. That's pretty close to 89. And I'll auction all those off. We'll do, see, they're already selling. You can see down in the lower right hand corner behind me. Sorry, I got to go the other way. They're already selling. I'm getting credits for those. Minus the 10% commission. Let's go ahead and sell these for 2,000. And what else I got? Oh, Nuggerite. I don't know what Nuggerite's going for. I call it Nuggerite. 31, so that's not bad. You don't come across it very often. That's another 13,000. So Bastium at 27. I do have a little bit of, I guess, Valkite. Oh, maybe not. Some of these are glitched. See, I can't move it over. See how it's red? I don't know why it does that. This one's doing it because these are partials. You can only combine them, by the way, in your station storage. You cannot combine them in the auction house. So if you want to make full 1720, what is it? 1000. What is it? 1,728,000 pounds, because that's a nice even number to work with. You just grab it and then drag it onto one another. Now I made this one's still a partial, but these ones, they're full. I got 3 full ones, but they're not registering as being there. Oh, I forgot about my chardonium. I got 2 partials here. So let's combine those. It's still not enough to make a full, but that's right. We'll bring the auction house back up and put all 5 of the full in there. Chardonium is, that's the red ore, is the most expensive of the basic ores right now. So let's go 3,900 because I just saw, whoops, almost gave it away. 3,900. 3,800 selling really well. There we go. And then the rest of these are specialty ores. Agricium and, oh, that's not, but that's a partial. This one is, no, that's chardonium. Exorium, that's ice. Carnite crystal, some chthonium. Those are specialty, really expensive ores that when you start looking at them, you're like this tegnium, 250 million for one. Yeah. I mean, come on. He might get it, I suppose. But some of the ones outside the safe area are like the mirium here, the cerite, leucium, chthonium, corrosium, arcanium, and agricium. Now, that may not be the pronunciations, like nougarite. This is my nougarite crystals right here. That's what I'm calling them. I don't care. They come up with stupid names. They could do gold, silver, platinum, and all that, but they're not. Because there was a race of robots in the 23rd century, and we're going to go mining asteroids with a DeWalt pickaxe. So, let's go show you what it's like. I got plenty of fuel. Now I better go get propellant because it's close by. I don't think I'll run out, but see, I got to orient myself here. There it is. So we'll go down here. Now I find that when you're driving this ship, if you put your window right above the dash, you're pretty much going straight. Because there are a lot of ships down here, and you can crash like crazy. So it does take a while to slow down. So we're going to get a little closer here. Get a little closer. These pink areas here are refuel. Alright, despawn. Boom. Alright, fly over there. Let's orient ourselves. Let's fly over here. Because there's a lot of stuff on this space station. It takes just a minute for everything to spawn in. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to bring up my ship, which is this one. I bought a Longhorn. That was a mistake. Said it had 4 mining lasers on it. And you get it, and it's got turrets, but no lasers. Alright, so that's all spawned in. So this is how you refuel your ship, if you've never done it before. They need to refuel propellant. You go up, you tie into your ship. Okay. Then you come down here and you tie into the platform, which makes sense. You got to connect your hoses. And then you come over here, and this is propellant and then power. Now I'm not going to buy any power because I'm full, because my generator's doing that. But there we go. I just bought all the propellant I need. Then disconnect, and then you're connected. So now when I come back up into my seat, I have full fuel, which is right there. That's propellant. Then you got the fuel cores, which is this, and your generators use the fuel cores to make power for your batteries. I have got my generators set to outputting 30% instead of 100%, which seems to work really good. It uses up a little bit of battery as you're flying, but it doesn't run out by the time you get to the field with the configuration I have. Look at all these ships out here. Unreal. People don't know how to despawn their ships. So what I'm going to do is this bright spot here is, I'm guessing, is the sun. We're going to head off that way. I'm going to set my cruise control. And we're going to see if we can't find an asteroid field that's all lit up, because I hate doing it in the dark. I know other people do, but I don't. I hate doing it in the dark. I got to have the lights on. No, it's just easier to see the asteroids when you're in a lighter colored area. Now there I just left, showed down in the corner there, I left the station, which means I was past 2,000 kilometers from the station, which is at, what does that say, 3,100 kilometers away. Asteroid fields are out about 12 to 14,000 kilometers from your station. So let's be looking for a good concentration. I think there's one there I'll go to. You can just kind of faintly see the black dots there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out there and I'll show you laser mining and what it does, and show you what I collect, and then I'll switch to the pickaxe and show you, if you spend, I think personally, if you spend more time, sorry about the fuzzy camera there, I leaned back, my camera got confused. I think if you take the time and just mine the good minerals with your pickaxe and get a full cargo load, you make a lot more money than quickly mining it with the laser and sucking it up. But I'll show you how I have to do it with this configuration. Xanfen and I are currently working on a different configuration. So hopefully we'll get a good one. We're thinking about buying another ship. We're kind of in debates about, there's two of them that we like, on which one we want to get. But once we do, the one he likes, which I kind of like too, has two lasers and they're angled, so they go to a specific point, which would be good for carving up an asteroid. And I'll show you, because mine is a little wonky. I've gotten used to it, but it's a little wonky. And I think it had 2 ore collectors on it too. So hopefully those all work, because the idea of adding one to a pre-existing ship, there, I sold some more stuff. The idea of adding to a pre-existing ship is a nightmare, unless you're really into building ships piece by piece, because you have to take a beam and you have to weld it to another beam, and it has to be welded in 2 spots to be a legal beam. Otherwise you have problems with hull integrity. Then you've got your sheeting that you can put on, you got your wiring and your plumbing you got to do. Yeah, there's a lot to it. And that's not to mention the programming it takes to program the buttons, you know, for what you're doing. And then there's these slider bars, which I haven't even gotten into, which is your up, down, left, right, and throttle. Yaw, pitch, roll, and throttle, if you want to speak airplane. Alright, I'm just starting to come into the asteroid field, and we are at 14 kilometers from the Starbase. I'm usually out 14 to 16. If you go out past 50, that's when you get out of the safe zone. Because right now I'm in the safe zone, and if I run into an asteroid, it's not a big deal. Alright, starting to see asteroids. Let's just cut the throttle. And I saw one up here. Let's head towards it. All right. Whoa! Too fast, too fast, too fast. Ran into it. All right, that's all right. No damage in the safe zone. All right, there's our asteroid right there. Okay, so I'm going to hit the Charlie button, the C button. That brings up this grid. Now, this is also steerable with the mouse, okay? But what I like to do is use this grid for my laser. All right, so I know right about there is where my laser's going to hit. So I'll reorient myself. So now, as I move, I should be hitting about where my laser's at. So you can see, this is the way you mine with a laser. It's pretty effective. It takes the asteroid apart. You just got to move your ship around just enough. Okay. Then, because my collector's on the other side, I come over here and I hit my collector, and then I collect all the ore. Pretty straightforward. Pretty cool. All right. So now let's take a look and see what I got. I got a chunk of Volcarium and 1 3/4 ice. That's a lot of crap because the ice sells for like 500 to 700. I can't access the auction house out here, but it's not very good. All right. So now we're going to go to the same kind of asteroid. Got to find one here because the shapes of the asteroid is kind of like how much you get out of it. So I want another cigar-shaped asteroid. Maybe. I'm just gonna have to head in this direction. Well, maybe we'll do, what we'll do is we'll do 2 asteroids. We'll do a round asteroid, a big asteroid, because I did that cigar, because the cigars usually don't have a lot of ore in them. I just wanted to show you for the speed of what I'm doing. Oh, this might be a... Yeah, okay. This is another cigar shaped. Alright, so I'm going to jump out, and I'm going to fly over to it. This is how long this one takes. But before we do anything, I want to get rid of the ice. I'm going to put this one here, my personal inventory. Oh, I got to move the ice now. There we go. See how it didn't have much in it? This is it. Oh, and I got one little bit of ice. And that's all that's in this. There's nothing else in this thing. I'm just busting it apart. So there's 2 ways to mine. One is right click, one is left click. Left click will hit it and break it into small rocks. And left click will break it into pieces, into bigger chunks. But it doesn't collect it. So there's your basics on mining. So now let's look and see what I got. So, same style asteroid, even if I only got half, I got that because I was demonstrating. But I got, 2/3 or 1/3 of ice. I can throw that away. Come down here. I guess I can't combine them. It combines them automatically. I guess I can't combine them in the cargo containers, which makes sense. So, there you go. I mean, don't look at the amount of ore because that's misleading because that depends on the asteroid. Oh, and I suppose I could have showed you that. So as you approach an asteroid, you get close enough, you can hit your U button, but you gotta be on material. Okay. You gotta get close enough, and it'll tell you what's in the asteroid. This one happens to be all ice because I've already taken out the other material. But it'll also tell you the volume. 560 kb. This rock is 800 or 8,000. So you can see how much is in it by looking at it that way. So guys, basically that's mining. There's nothing more to it, and that's the quickest way to make money, to buy a ship. And you can start up with one of these starter ships. Starter ship only has 4 cargo slots. All right, these cargo slots down here, it only has 4. But you can add cargo spots to them like I did, and then each cargo box is another spot for, what is it, 1,728,000 tons or whatever it is, I don't remember, pounds. So the more cargo you have, the longer you can stay out here and mine. And that's what you're trying to do, is to get as much cargo as possible to mine and make money and buy ships and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. Let's go over to this one. Slow down. All right. So on this one, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get out. Now, there's a scanner for your ship too, which will do the same thing as this. So this one's telling you there's 918. I'm getting kV. I'm guessing kilo something. I don't know what the kV is. The total volume is 6,000, as you can see right there. Right there. But the ice, there's 5,000 ice and only 918 Volcarium. Okay. So, but I still believe coming out and hand mining, because I don't have to get any ice if I'm careful enough and just mine just the Volcarium. There we go. I don't think I got any ice on that at all. No. See, I'm still at that. Oh, I did get a little bit. But just get rid of the ice. Oh, bust this up so I know I've been to it. That's why I bust it up, so I don't come back to it accidentally, because you can get turned around pretty easily in space. But if you bust these up, then it looks like somebody's already mined it. Oh, can't fly back to the Starbase. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Follow the cord. There it is. Follow your vacuum hose. There you go. That's it for mining, guys. Pretty straightforward. So I'm going to call it a video right here, because I'm going to put this one on YouTube also. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, and the bell if you want to be notified when I stream. And then if you find my YouTube channel, which is in the link in the description, follow that link to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like the video over there so I get more views. And I'm going to do more of these tips and tricks. But for right now, this was what did I call it? Mining laser versus pickaxe. So welcome to the 24th century, you robot fans, and we'll see you later.